Yes, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm VJ and you're now watching another episode of my reaction for today. So for today guys, I'm going to watch another interesting video and it's from CashualChuck. Actually, I have been watching like 3 parts of this. Filipinos who made Pinoys proud. And I was done with 1, 2, and 3. So I was actually reminded to also watch the number 4. So I'm gonna be watching it today. Let's go, guys.
More and more foreigners are moving to the Philippines, not because of the affordable cost of living, the beautiful culture, or the scenery.
Men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible, and Western women don't want to be wives, are now going to other countries to find wives.
Oh,
Which countries?
Like Southeast Asia, they're going to the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
The opposite of the mail order bride.
And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries and then they meet these women. Women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then men like film themselves with these women and like show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Like they're so respectful.
yeah, all of those are just fake news, you know, labeling Filipino women not speaking English. That is such a joke.
And the Western women are, sitting on their, Fresh and Fit podcast or whatever podcast, losing their mind over this.
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your men.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't. So.
I live in your country and I speak.
That's so true. And that's on point. So we don't. Yeah, you don't.
2 languages, Tagalog and English.
Okay, it's Jokoy now.
With respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't. So.
I live in your country and I speak 2 languages, Tagalog and English. You live here. How many do you speak? 1? You're stupid.
Nice.
Yeah, true.
Be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Do you think it is a prerequisite to speak the English language in being Miss Universe?
No, of course not. You know, a Miss Universe is just someone who communicates her thoughts effectively and is able to connect to people. And just like in music, you don't need to understand the lyric, but you can feel a feeling from what they're communicating. So why should it be any different with language?
Catriona Gray. Okay. Okay.
Hey guys! So, totoo bang may actor na nanligaw sa'yo? Yeah, but I said no.
Oh, is this actually a commercial or something?
Didn't work out then. Ooh, what about the model? Nope, long story.
This is Kelsey Merritt.
Ah, okay. It's part of the video, but...
She was born and raised in
I didn't know that. Ah, okay.
City, Pampanga to a Filipina mother and an American soldier. A pretty good example of a passport bro.
Nice.
As a teenager, Kelsey always wanted to be a model. She was so passionate about it that while studying in high school, she was already auditioning for various modeling gigs. Judging by this early footage, it clearly showed that her potential was off the charts. Despite her future being so bright though, Kelsey never forgot about her education because as early as 21 years old, she would graduate from Ateneo de Manila University with a degree in communications. After finishing her studies, she went head
A beauty with brains.
first into modeling. She focused on improving her craft and strived to be the best version of herself through rigorous amounts of training. And I think it paid off. She started appearing in different magazine covers, makeup, and clothing brands. And sometimes even worked with other famous celebrities like Liza Zuberano and Bea Alonso, to name a few. And of course, even more commercials.
Hey girls!
Working outside is so hot and sticky.
Oh.
Frizzy hair.
Filipino models would have already been contented to achieve this kind of success. But in Kelsey's case, well, let's just say she wasn't just an ordinary Filipina. Because right after graduating, she would make a vow to herself. And she did it in public. It must have taken her a lot of guts to do it. She was literally a dreamer. The Victoria's Secret fashion show was no joke. It was home to the most respected models in the entire world, so making it there is like reaching the promised land for any aspiring model.
Wait, she's an angel of the Victoria's Secret? I didn't know that.
Model. So in order to maximize her chances, she moved to New York and kept grinding. After just a
It's because I don't actually know all the models there, but Victoria's Secret is really, really famous.
little less than a year, she got the chance to audition for a spot in the 2018 Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Here we go.
Wow!
Great.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Let's try a smile over there.
Did she make it?
Oh. Yeah.
You got the shot.
Oh. It's so amazing.
It turned out that she wasn't just a dreamer, but a woman of action.
Oh.
Back then, she totally backed it up.
Oh, I'm actually having a goosebumps. Okay, so, yeah.
And boy, was it satisfying for her to announce it. It was a proud moment for her Pinoy fans for sure. Except, it wasn't for some of them. Some fans criticized her looks because they thought it didn't represent the real beauty of a Filipina.
Wow, what happened?
These comments were obviously heartbreaking for Kelsey, and she couldn't help but respond to them. In her words, I was born and raised in Pampanga, Philippines. I finished my studies in Manila before going to the US last year. As far as I'm concerned, my blood is more Pinoy than the pure-blooded ones out there who have never been in the Philippines. I love my country and I'm proud of where I came from.
Why are you dragging a Filipino down?
Man, I gotta say that she handled her response so intelligently. So going back to the show, it underwent a lot of preparation. And when it was finally showtime, Kelsey Merritt did not disappoint.
Oh. Oh, really? Really?
Do you realize how crazy this is?
Yeah.
Kelsey literally walked among world-famous models such as Kendall, Gigi, Adriana, Candice, Bahari, and more. She herself couldn't even believe it happened.
Oh, that's so great.
She just made history by becoming the first ever Filipina to have walked the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And she wasn't even done yet because after just a year, she also became the first model from the Philippines to be photographed for Sports Illustrated's annual swimsuit issue.
Whoa.
A feat that further cemented her rising status as the dual achievements from Victoria's Secret and Sports Illustrated is rarely accomplished by any model. Despite all the accolades, Kelsey continued to stay true to her roots. She stayed humble, and it's quite easy to observe the way she interacts with other people because she still speaks Tagalog and sometimes even her local language, Kapampangan.
Oh!
Kataras. Kasi ba dati may isang stereotype ng look ng model. So ngayon gusto nila iba-ibang look.
Flexible, diverse.
Yeah.
Hindi ka mag-Tagalog, no?
Kala nyo kasi hindi ako marunong pagka...
Tsaka nagkakapampangan yan. Kunyari, ayain mo si Adriana Lima na kumain ng sisig in Kapampangan. Kausapin mo si Adriana Lima.
Oh, Adriana, mangantana.
Sisig.
Sisig.
Ang taray.
Wow.
So no matter what happens, I will always be proud of
Ooh,
Merritt despite
she's this?
Target.
Oh, she has a lot of commercials. And I don't even know that she's a Victoria's Secret angel. Poor me.
Si Adriana Lima.
Oh, Adriana, mangantana.
Sisig.
Ang taray.
So no matter what happens, I will always be proud of Kelsey Merritt despite of her being a target of some Pinoy bashers.
Yeah.
Now, if you think Kelsey's bashers were rude, they're nothing compared to Billa Porches. Because not only some of her own people hated her, but also Jesus himself. It was so bad that even content creators made negative videos about her.
I don't even question who gets famous on TikTok.
It's just her making faces. Oh, look, she did I think.
Okay, I don't know. Billa Porch actually rises to popularity because of TikTok, right? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not quite familiar with how she got started, but anyway, she's famous.
God damn it! I'm sick of seeing her face.
I don't
understand. Bella Backyard over here contorting her features to be all cutesy-like gives me the rage to take down the Chinese government from the inside.
And she just gets so much hate because her videos are like low effort or whatever. People's like, oh, you're so talentless, you don't deserve all this fame.
But is that all there is to it? Is Bella just some random Filipino girl without any talent who got lucky enough to have TikTok's algorithm on her side? To answer those questions, I did some research and found out that there's more than meets the eye.
Okay.
Bella's real name is Denari Bautista Taylor.
Oh.
She was born and raised in
she's actually half Filipino.
Philippines. She didn't know her Filipino parents because after her birth, her grandmother took care of her until the age of 3 and was then adopted by an American veteran and a Filipino stepmom. At age 7, when she became capable of doing chores, her abusive
she's not necessarily half Filipino, right? But she is just adopted.
Dad would make her clean their farm as early as 3 in the morning, while her older stepsisters got to do whatever they wanted. It's like Cinderella's story, to be honest. Her stepdad would abuse her physically and verbally.
My nickname was like stupid growing up. I have to clean up real good because if I don't, then my stepdad would get mad at me and he'd be like, oh, you're not eating breakfast if you don't get this done. I went to school one time with a swollen hand on my right hand and it was like bleeding and I tried to like stop the bleeding before I got to school.
When Bella turned 13, karma would do its work as her stepdad had to fly the family to the US for the need of bypass surgery. Due to his condition, Bella no longer experienced physical abuse, but the emotional maltreatment still persisted. At age 17, Bella had enough, so she decided to join the US Navy to get away. After camp, she was given the role of an aviation ordnance man. She was basically responsible for the maintenance of guns, bombs, torpedoes, rockets, and missiles. Man, the job sounds very dangerous. But
yeah.
Can't deny that it sounds badass too. After 4 years in service, she decided to call it quits, and now we're all caught up. Bella Porch became famous for lip-syncing to the song M to the B, which produced the most liked TikTok ever.
Wow.
At first, but as she continued uploading similar videos, some critics started noticing her little to non-existing effort in said videos. They couldn't wrap their heads around how she was getting all the success in just a short period of time. In the first 12 months, she casually racked up 60 million followers. That's basically 5 million followers per month.
Yeah.
65,000 followers per day.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Saying that her number of followers today is even more than the population of Canada and Australia combined. Despite all the criticism, she stayed silent. But not until May 14, 2021, when she decided to silence them.
Okay.
Match made home the perfect woman. Come on in and design the girl of your dreams.
This ain't build a bitch. You don't get to pick and choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is her debut song, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Bella's debut as an artist became the biggest music debut ever in YouTube history. She then started sharing her story through podcasts and made sure that she also showcased her talent.
Yeah.
They build a bitch. You don't get to pick and choose. Stiffer ass and bigger boobs. If my eyes are brown or blue. See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me.
She has a voice.
No one knows how far it goes. Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the cell comes first and the truth comes second. Stop for a minute and smile. Nobody says it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the stars.
At this point,
it's good.
Not even surprised anymore because you know how it is with Filipinos. Karaoke and Bella eats it for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh. They're actually friends with Bretman Rock, right? Another half Filipino.
To this day, Bella Poarch is still active in TikTok on her music career. She released more bangers such as Inferno, Living Hell, Dolls, and recently Crush. What I like about Bella is she's a loud and proud Filipina. She speaks 3 different Filipino languages and she doesn't even hide it in her live streams and interviews.
Oh.
Ba.
Ba.
O.
O.
Ni.
Ni.
Nam.
Nam.
Pauninam.
Pahoinam.
Anong kinain mo kanina?
Oh, siya? Nanganak lang tiyo dagijay ilakla ko dejo gayem ko nga tako. Inikan ka. Naimas niya.
Naimas. Naimas mo. It's more fun.
They're the same. Pangasinense. I don't know.
I just want to say na mahal ko talaga ang Pilipinas. And for me to represent the Philippines is crazy because I'm sorry, I'm like very emotional. You know,
okay.
Filipinos are very emotional.
You make us proud.
For me, her contribution alone to put the Philippines on the map is more than enough to be proud of.
Yeah.
While Kelsey and Bella experience haters, Zes Filipina experience far greater dangers.
Whoa.
To the inside,
Whoa.
to turn 1, but she's collected by
What is that?
Kabasi, who gets her breaking wrong. And unfortunately, Bustamante is there to stop her.
This time, it's Bianca Bustamante's turn. Seriously though, what is up with this Bustamante bloodline?
Yeah.
Why do they always end up on these lists?
Yeah.
Anyway, Bianca was born and raised in Laguna, Philippines. Ever since
That's why I said to my mind, Bustamante is a familiar surname, and there are a lot of Bustamantes giving us pride, right?
toddler, she was pretty much exposed to the sport of racing because her dad was a kart racer. At the age of 6, she was already competing. She competed against boys most of the time and still won, so she gradually accumulated more than 100 trophies by the time she turned 17.
Wow.
Due to the amount of training and experience at such a very young age, she qualified to compete in the W Series, an international all-female racing championship that is known as a stepping stone to make it in Formula 1.
Wow.
Though, Bianca didn't win, but she performed well enough to earn a spot in the Formula 1 Academy.
Oh.
Being only 18, it didn't take her very long to bag her first F1 Academy win, which happened in the very challenging racetrack in Valencia, Spain.
It's a good start by Bianca Bustamante. Bianca Bustamante. Bustamante has the defensive line coming into turn.
She actually won that.
Runs off wide into the gravel, manages to get back onto the track though. But that allows Bula and Handa Alcabasi to close right in on her. Can Bianca Bustamante hold on?
Oh, that's a finish.
B. Bustamante, who crosses the line first to win her first F1 Academy race.
Wow.
The Filipino racer, Bianca Bustamante, celebrates. What a start to her F1 Academy Championship.
This victory made her the very first Filipino to win an international race in a league that is directly associated with Formula 1. As she stood at the top of that podium, Bianca couldn't help but lose it when our national anthem started playing.
I'm crying too. They're such amazing people, Filipinos.
It was an amazing feeling, my first ever race to win, and the national anthem was from Philippines was played in the podium, and that just got me crying. It hasn't been
She was just 16 at that time.
for a very long time, so I'm very thankful for it.
Sheesh, these moments always get me. 2 months later, she would bag another win in Monza, Italy while experiencing some very dangerous crashes.
They make their way to the first
Oh my God.
turn of the year, and there's a huge shut to the back.
She was that?
Chloe Grant in the ART car. It's actually Amna.
Oh,
She hits
oh my God.
the motorsport car, then
Okay.
Bustamante.
Okay. Oh my God.
Line up. Another innocent victim there from her teammate in front as well. Flames at the back. Scary. Bianca Bustamante out in front. Disaster once again for Amda. So she just breaks a little bit too late. And unfortunately, Bustamante is there to stop her. It's Bustamante who's just going to get in front of Carrie Schreiner. Bianca Bustamante almost forced into the ground.
Oh my God.
It's respectful.
Wow.
Bustamante crosses the line to take her second win in F1 again.
That's so dangerous over there.
Smiles all round and a job well done.
I can't take it. If I'm the parent of Bianca, I would rather die.
For Bianca Bustamante.
When I went on top of the podium, I heard them chanting my name, and really that just got me crying again. To hear the anthem played and the Italian fans cheering me on, I just felt right at home.
I've always been so proud of being Filipino, and even though sa mundo ng motorsports hindi ito ganun kasikat or wala masyadong madaming Filipinong karenista, I'm still so proud of it.
Jeez, this girl's really out there risking her life for her passion while representing her country. As of the making of this video, the current F1 Academy season is still ongoing, and Bianca Bustamante is currently sitting at rank number 7 out of 15 drivers. Not bad at all for a rookie. And her team Premier Racing is the second best team so far, trailing only by 21 points, so they definitely still have a chance to win it all.
Wow.
Winning? How about winning the heart of the Hollywood's biggest movie star back then, Steve McQueen? Yep, I'm not even kidding. Meet Neil Adams. Her real name is Ruby Neelam Salvador Arrastia. She was born and raised in Manila in 1932. She's the child of a popular performer, Carmen Salvador, and Jose Pepe Arrastia, who was known as the son of one of the most prominent hacienderos in Lubao, Pampanga. She barely knew her dad because she grew up under her mom's care. She would bring her to live performances, so it was natural for her to want to follow in her mom's footsteps. Before she became a teenager, her mom would start performing in the US, and unfortunately, this was also around the time when World War II broke out. When the Japanese attacked Manila in December 1941, her mom couldn't go back, so she was left under the care of her relatives. As the war continued, the Japanese started occupying the Philippines. Guerrilla groups started emerging. One of them was the Philippines resistance against the Japanese. They were famously known as Hukbalahap, a group of peasant farmers that were originally formed to fight the Japanese but later rebelled against the government because they didn't like the terms of the alliance between the Philippines and the US. Then, the craziest thing happened. As a teenager, Neil became a spy for the resistance. She carried messages and intel between guerrilla groups. This went on for months until she got caught and incarcerated by the Japanese for 18 months. She was also reportedly wounded by shrapnel on one of her legs from a nearby explosion during that time. In 1948, Neil's mom finally was able to return home and immediately moved her to the US, where she would finish her studies in the art of performing at the Catherine Dunham School of Dance in New York. In 1953, she was cast as a dancer in a musical called Kismet and worked her way up to become the lead dancer of the show. Due to her ambiguous beauty and
kudos to CashualChuck for really documenting all these videos, and it's really so hard.
Exceptional stage presence, she was offered one of the lead roles in the show called The Pajama Game.
Who's that? That's Neil Adams. What does she do? What does she do? Man!
I'm a hustling news gal who's got the blues. If you want some scandal, know what I mean? Lift up the pages and look between. Lines, 2's got the news. 5, 6, and 7's got the latest in sports.
Whoa!
Come up, Jack. If not on the front page, find it on the back.
Wow.
Listening for the show, she bumped into Steve McQueen.
So?
You should have that brandy after breakfast, not before.
Why?
Listen, I don't mean to overstep myself, but would you like to join me in a pot of coffee?
The rest was history. Her name then became big in the Broadway scene, and she also appeared in over 20 films and TV series between 1952 and 1991.
Whoa!
I want to do something daring.
Neil and Steve had 2 kids, and one of their grandchildren is Stephen R. McQueen, who is probably known as Jeremy of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, really? Oh! I didn't know that. I mean, what?
Just a young Filipina girl who cared for her country, becoming a big Broadway star and celebrity. Neil Adams is definitely proof that Filipinos can excel in many different fields.
I mean, she doesn't look Filipino too. I mean, I think she's half.
And one of those fields is beauty pageants.
Yeah.
Competitive spirit will always be there for Filipinos, but pageants for us, it's not a competition.
Yeah.
It's an obsession.
The Miss Gay.
Miss Universe.
I would tend to cover her ears, you know, whenever the results is gonna be declared, and you know. That's actually like, you know, like there's no match in that game. Like, it's for Catriona, really.
I think in this country we're in dire need of heroes.
Yeah. I'm tearing up.
It made people realize that somebody who comes from a far-flung area in the Philippines can probably stand a chance of making it with the rest of the world.
We bagged our first Miss Universe titles back in 1969 with Gloria Diaz.
The first runner-up is Miss Finland, Miss Philippines, Miss Universe of 1969.
It's different. Yeah, long before, you know, the Miss Universe before. It's very different when it comes to hosting, their entire program. It's so traditional at some point.
Miss Philippines. Martha, would you step in and put this down, please? There we are.
And in 1973 with Margie Moran.
First runner-up is Miss USA, Miss Philippines.
It's all different, you know. Yeah, like you're not in the. You can. I mean, you cannot feel the thrill. But anyways. Miss Margie Moran.
But after that, we went on a 42-year drought.
42 years. That's half a lifetime. And during those times, we really struggled.
I won't change my legs because I'm contented with my long-legged.
What would you rather be? Beautiful or smart?
Well, quiet please.
Went on a 12-year semifinal streak.
Maria Venus Rock, 22, Philippines.
I'm having a series of goosebumps in here. So, yeah, it's really so great.
Shamsi Sup Sup, 25, Philippines. Janine Togonon, 23,
Janine Tiganon it's really so hard to become the first. I mean, like the second rank, you know. You could have been the winner, but not enough.
Ariela Aridal, Laguna, Mary Jean Lastimosa, Philippines.
Pia Alonzo Wurzbach, Philippines.
Yeah.
Micah Maxine Medina, Philippines.
Philippines.
This is Rabia Oksani Mateo, all the way from the Philippines.
Beatriz Luigi Gomez, Philippines.
Two of those rounds made it all the way to the crown, but the road to getting there was very far from easy. During my research, I learned that Pia and Catriona also had their own fair share of crushing and devastating defeats.
Here we go.
Binibining Pilipinas 2013 runner-up is none other than Binibini 15, Pia A. Wurzbach.
Our Miss Universe Philippines 2014 is none other than Binibini number 25, Mary Jean Lastimosa.
was during the time that, okay, so MJ Lastimosa is actually like one before Pia. So sad.
And the winner of Miss World 2016 is Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, Catriona was a representation for Miss World, right? Before Miss Universe. Okay, that's so close.
Kat, we love you. You are our Miss Universe.
We're so proud. We're so wonderful.
You did your best. You did your best, Kat. We love you.
But these Filipinas are just built differently.
Why should you be the next Miss Universe?
To be a Miss Universe is both.
I think Pia's winning, is kind of traumatic, right? Can't even look back to it.
Responsibility. If I were to be Miss Universe, I will use my voice to influence the youth, and I would raise awareness to certain causes like HIV awareness that is timely and relevant to my country, which is the Philippines. I want to show the world, the universe rather, that I am confidently beautiful with a heart. Thank you.
Miss Universe.
Yeah, that's kind of traumatic there.
15 is Colombia.
We really thought she actually loses the crown.
I have to apologize.
This is tragic. Tragic for Colombia.
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
While there was confusion in Pia's run, Catriona made sure there was no confusion. She made it so clear that she was the best candidate that night.
Yeah.
Fans even agree that she's the best Miss Universe ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really effortless.
Is a former martial artist who earned her black belt at 12 years old. Now 24, this fashion model and singer has raised funds for various charities through benefit concerts held in the country and abroad. Philippines! Philippines proudly raised funds to purchase and renovate an old apartment building in Manila. This 24-year-old turned the building into the Young Focus Child Care Plus Center, a school
You could really not see
to children.
difficulties in her. Like, she made it effortless. All throughout.
Because of their victories, the Philippines became one of the biggest beauty pageant dynasties in the entire world, with 4 titles behind USA's 9, Venezuela's 7, and Puerto Rico's 5. An achievement that we Filipinos should be proud of.
Yeah.
Now I know that some people don't like this concept of Pinoy pride because they find it cringe or corny and all that.
No.
Someone has something to say about that.
The Philippines is home to very beautiful natural resources, from the beaches, the mountains, but I firmly believe that the best natural resource that the Philippines has is us Filipinos. We are the true heart and soul of the Philippines, with the way we are hospitable, with the warm smiles, and we are the reason why the world keeps coming back for more. No matter where the universe takes me, I will always be proud to call the Philippines my home. And no matter what happens, I will always be proud to call myself Pinoy.
Nice one, nice one. Okay, so this has been Filipinos Made Pinoys Proud number 4, part 4, and this is from CashualChuck. That is really so, I'm really so emotional over there. I can really feel the emotion of being proud to be a Filipino. But anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this episode and recommending me and reminding me to watch this also. I'm gonna be watching another videos like this in my next episode. For now, guys, thank you. Bye.